I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
Right.
One of the most disturbing problems in our world today is human trafficking, and particularly the trafficking of children.
In a jaw-dropping revelation, Hollywood's beloved actor and director, Mel Gibson, has pulled back the curtain on a sizzling secret, a supposed plot by the industry's elite to bring him down. With a reputation for controversial remarks and enigmatic interviews, Gibson's cryptic messages have left the public hungry for answers. Now, he's ready to serve up the truth on a silver platter. In a terrifying plot twist, the hidden desires for power and dominance unravel here. Mel Gibson's first appearance in Hollywood. Mel Kill Gerard Gibson, A.O., is an esteemed American actor, film director, and producer known for his impeccable talents in both the realms of acting and directing. With a versatile array of commercially successful and critically acclaimed movies like Mad Max under his belt, Mel Gibson has captured the hearts of millions of fans worldwide. But his righteous and perceptive personality bore him nothing but animosity from the industry.
And the message, and I think for any sane person, is that they should hate war, but one must have love and compassion for the warrior.
Now, you might know that Mel was very outspoken about the perplexing and inescapable celebrity culture, which he noticed when he first associated with the industry. It was indeed a daring move for a newcomer to reveal the inconspicuous culture of just a few projects in the career. In an old interview, Mel claimed,
Weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
Right.
And nobody was really bothering to explain it to me.
The Patriot actor revealed that he had seen some unexplainable things that actually prove that creatures in your nightmares might actually exist. Though it may be a bit of a stretch, the way he explained the incident has raised eyebrows all over the world. According to Mel, he once met a dancer on a rooftop that he noticed had unnatural slick movements that were very much like the fictional creature, vampires, that we see in movies.
Of anything about reading the script, nothing. I just started talking about the Middle Ages, and he began to talk tortures. I tried to recall some of the most heinous things I'd ever read in this book, and he was like, oh.
Though the previous revelations are quite mind-boggling, the next one might surprise you. Later in the interview, Mel revealed that he was terrified of the person he had to make conversation with. He then went on to actually pull the curtains from the truth about the agenda regarding having females in the entertainment industry.
Opinion about women on film, from beginning to end, is very brief. He says, women on film, either naked or dead. Both is better.
Understandably, his rogue comments have ruffled the feathers of some unnamed industry giants. It doesn't take a genius to realize that Mel has dared to expose aspects of the industry that could potentially put his life in serious jeopardy. To add to all these revelations, Mel actually has a very controversial film coming up that will highlight some more taboos.
And particularly the trafficking of children. Our future is our children. Now, the first step in eradicating this crime is awareness. Go see Sound of Freedom.
Gibson promoting groundbreaking movie against Hollywood elites. The groundbreaking movie promoted by Mel Gibson is making waves. It promises to shed light on uncomfortable truths about the industry, revealing secrets that the powerful elites seem determined to keep hidden. As the film gains momentum, an unexpected twist unfolds. Ironically, Hollywood and the media, entities that thrive on so-called truth-seeking and transparency, appear to be working together to suppress its promotion.
Not one celebrity, not one news outlet, not one politician has mentioned anything about this movie.
Sound of Freedom is an enthralling real-life story-based movie that takes audiences on an unforgettable journey through the shadows of one of the world's most notorious and powerful crime organizations. Backed up by hard-hitting statistics, the film sheds light on the harrowing realities of human trafficking, a multi-billion-dollar industry that preys on the vulnerable and exploits their dreams of a better life. Even without advertisements on mainstream media, Influencers across various platforms are passionately preaching to their vast audiences, urging them to spread the word and amplify the powerful message behind it.
Being sold in the black market, and then stats about how you can sell cocaine one time, but you can sell the same child 5 to 10 times a day.
But the most shocking thing about this whole scenario is the reaction from the mainstream media platforms. On the list of alleged elite media, CNN tops the charts. They have transformed an eye-opening film into something out of a conspiracy. In their desperate attempt to squash the movie, the media has alleged that the stats are fake, which is an absolute lie.
With something like Sound of Freedom, it specifically is looking at QAnon concepts of these child trafficking rings that are run by the high-level elites.
But fortunately, Tim Ballard, renowned author and activist, effortlessly destroyed the false narrative that propagated elitist propaganda to the public. In an interview with Newsmax, Tim revealed the truth behind the film.
He said that the film specifically looks at QAnon issues like elites. There's no elites in this film. This film is based on a true story. The bad guys are actually real people. All the kids are real kids.
Recently, PBD, a popular podcaster and entrepreneur, revealed that this industry makes billions at the expense of innocents, and there is no one who can point fingers at it.
It's a $150 billion a year industry.
Aside from CNN, the big gun of the electronic media, Rolling Stone also took aim at the movie in a futile attempt to suppress its momentum. They reported, "Sound of Freedom is a superhero movie for dads with brainworms. The QAnon-tinged thriller about child trafficking is designed to appeal to the conscience of a conspiracy-addled boomer." To add to that, podcasters also weighed in on the argument given by many ignorant elites that borders must be open to help such children. The stats given are more than enough to depict the severity of the problem the whole world is facing.
The fact, 350,000 unaccompanied minors come across the border since 2021 till right now. 85,000 of them have gone missing.
The bold journalist revealed the real scheme of the mafia on camera.
They don't want people messing with their influx of children. It's a huge problem.
The Guardian, one of the most popular news platforms, also had some cryptic things to say about the film. Sound of Freedom, the QAnon-adjacent thriller seducing America. Type the words Sound of Freedom into Twitter. Decent people who wish to live good, happy lives should under no circumstances actually do this. And the search will yield dozens of triumphant reports crowing about the improbable victory of a film by that title over the likes of Indiana Jones at the box office this week. Many might not be aware that Sound of Freedom remained shrouded in secrecy, despite having been completed 5 years prior to its release. The film's notorious reputation and the delay in its debut were inextricably linked to the media's relentless defamation, trying to suppress the gripping truth it portrayed. However, as the veil of censorship lifted, audiences discovered the power of the untold story, sparking a wave of support and admiration for its unyielding message against the worst crime in human history.
It was made by Fox before the Disney acquisition, so then Disney, they essentially didn't release it. They didn't want to release it. They sold it to this other studio, and the studio actually had to crowdfund to get a theatrical release. So,
in a surprising turn of events, Sound of Freedom managed to surpass even the mighty Indiana Jones at the box office for one weekend, raising eyebrows and provoking speculation. The success of the film raised questions as to why Disney, a powerhouse in the entertainment industry, did not take the opportunity to release it. This intriguing decision sparked doubt, leading to conjecture about whether the movie's content and message were not aligned with Disney's meticulously curated branding.
Isn't Disney a kids channel? Isn't it like about kids and protecting kids? So why wouldn't you want to protect kids worldwide? Isn't that kind of weird?
Perhaps they don't really want to.
Even fans raised concerns about Disney's stance, questioning how the company, known for its commitment to protecting underage children, would respond like that to a movie condemning the unspeakable crime. One fan highlighted the complexities of this potential project and its impact on raising awareness about a critical issue. Disney's fascist streak is well documented. Does anyone doubt that? A company 100% dedicated to sexually grooming underage children would find a movie that condemns the sex trafficking of children objectionable? #Sound of Freedom. To add to that, the pseudo-investigators all over the internet revealed that CNN executives have a history with the heinous crimes the defamed film highlights.
CNN producers getting caught left and right for pedophilia. The numbers are staggering. It's in the news. It's not reported a lot.
And it's not only CNN in this case. Rolling Stone has also been implicated for this crime. Reportedly, the editor indirectly helped to cover up for his friend who was accused of unspeakable crimes. The editor of Rolling Stone magazine is accused of withholding key details about alleged child sex crimes from his own outlet's report last year, when it broke the news of a federal raid of former ABC News producer James Gordon Meek's home. NPR media correspondent David Folkenflik published a stunning report on the industry revealing true facts about the scandal. It should have been a coup. Instead, acrimony inside the newsroom over how that scoop was edited led to accusations that the magazine's brash leader pulled punches in overseeing coverage of someone he knew. The reporter who wrote the story, enraged, accepted a position at a sister publication 2 months later, and her complaints prompted a senior attorney for the magazine's parent company to review what happened. Now, thanks to the media influence, the fans are asking the right question to which no one has the answers. Riddle me this, Batman. Mel Gibson's movie The Sound of Freedom, exposing the dark underbelly of Hollywood's illegal child trafficking, is not being promoted in cinemas or getting press coverage? Why are major streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon refusing to air it? Another fan generously exposed a CNN executive who was just sentenced because of an inhumane crime. Since CNN has been notorious recently for coming out against the Sound of Freedom movie, a true story that exposes child trafficking, I figured it would be a good time to remind you that former CNN television producer John Griffin was just sentenced to 19 years in prison for his involvement in luring a 9-year-old girl into illegal sexual acts in Vermont. Evidently, renowned actors like Jim Caviezel are known for choosing roles that go beyond entertainment, aiming to bring about real change. For Tim Ballard, his personal experience with 3 children from China opened his eyes to the global challenges faced by children, including those in orphanages. Now, a new opportunity arises as a man invites them to be part of a project that could have a profound impact, shedding light on important issues and inspiring positive action. Their dedication to making a difference through their platform is truly commendable, and the world eagerly awaits the transformation they will bring. Together, they have the power to ignite hope and create lasting change.
This one is also part of that because it's going against what's going down at the border. I've said this over and over again. If you don't have a border, a south border, you don't have a country.
In light of recent events and pressing issues concerning children's rights, Jim Caviezel is deeply concerned about the ongoing debates surrounding specific laws in the United States, such as late-term capital A, if you know what I mean. He has expressed his views in a heartfelt manner, emphasizing the importance of protecting the lives of the innocent.
In the United States right now, laws that are just abort baby 27 days after they're born. All of this is a war on our children.
As you might imagine, it has jeopardized the life of all the people included. You see, even though Mel is not part of the cast, he is very much part of the team as well. His effort in the promotion of the movie, against all odds, has been upsetting many top dogs of the industry. Jim has alluded to the fact in an interview that the media giants are threatening him and his fellows.
Media, I'm not afraid of you at all. You, Satan, that's right. You 3-letter agencies that have gone along with this wickedness.
Moreover, Jim Caviezel and his dedicated crew poured their hearts and souls into bringing the film to life, working tirelessly to ensure its authenticity and impact. Reportedly, when Mel Gibson witnessed the final result for the first time, he was moved to tears, a testament to the profound emotional journey and powerful storytelling captured on screen.
Mel was weeping, and in a fair world, this would hands down win Best Picture.
Gibson's own documentary. Mel Gibson is reportedly working on a 4-part docuseries that delves into the complex issue of exploitation across various countries, including Ukraine. The tweet announcing the project gained immense attention on social media, with Gibson's name trending as people expressed their interest in the upcoming series. This potential endeavor is in line with Gibson's previous support for the exploitation charity, Operation Underground Railroad, OUR, which has been actively combating these issues on a global scale. Back in January, OUR founder Tim Ballard hinted at Gibson's involvement in the docuseries, suggesting that the acclaimed filmmaker may have played a role in the final edit of the movie Sound of Freedom.
I told Mel, I said, you gotta help me, this is gonna be expensive. I won't ask you for direct donation, but can you help me film this? Let's film what's happening so we can get people to understand and they can support.
The leading report also reported on the matter on social media. They tweeted, "Breaking. Mel Gibson is allegedly making a 4-part docuseries on the $34 billion global child sex trafficking market involving countries like Ukraine." Considering Mel Gibson's association with Hollywood, it is reasonable to assume that exposing sensitive issues involving influential figures, including his neighbors, would pose significant challenges. His commitment to creating documentaries and movies that challenge the status quo and go against the interests of the elites may indeed put his life at risk.